this next sequence, it will involve a lot of back bending poses. So to begin with this simple one, locust, gonna just raise your chest and your feet. And then from there, we can move on to the bow pose. Grab your feet, lift up from there. Now, these next poses do involve moving your chest forward. So there's a variety of ones you could do. You could go into Sphinx, elbows at your side, go up. And then very similarly, you have Cobra. And then the next one will be Puppy, or upward dog. Right now, I just felt my back crack, so this feels really good. This next pose, I believe we did not practice in the course, but it is a very good back bending one. It's called cactus pose. You're on your knees. Just go back, bend your back as much as possible. I'm kind of using my heels to support myself. I believe if you're able to, you can go deeper with the hands back here. I think like this feels better for me. And then this will be hero's pose, but obviously with bending back. And if need be, I believe you could modify this pose with a block, but I feel good enough to do it without. And because this is a back bending sequence, I will include a classic back bend, which is formerly known as the wheel pose. It's been years since I've done this actually. If you're comfortable, you could lift your legs up. So these next poses will be some lying down poses. One of them, I will extend it for a longer period of time just because of its glute focus engagement, and personally I quite enjoy that, so we're gonna get into it. It's gonna be a simple bridge pose. So lie down. Here you want to keep your core engaged. Make sure to not be too back or extend too much. So feet implanted on the ground, hands as well, just lift up. So I will be holding this for a long period of time just because, like I mentioned, I enjoy the glute engagement. And then make sure throughout poses that you're not holding your breath, but instead inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. That's 10 more seconds. And then from there, we're going to go to fetal position, roll off to the side. And then same thing with the other side. So this next pose will be what I kind of know as a figure 4, but it's a very good glute stretch as well. This next section will be sitting poses, and as you can see, I'm starting off in a butterfly pose. I'll then move into staff pose, where I try to maintain good posture while trying to keep my legs as straight as possible at the same time. And then this is what I consider a modified version for me when it comes to pike pose, but this is more like a
seated hold. And then this is a seated pike. This is then a seated spread. And to modify, you could also use a yoga strap as well, but clearly I think I was better off without it. And then I move into a classic seated spinal twist. And again, with the assistance of a yoga strap, I am able to reach a deeper stretch within my chest and back. I then move on to the inversion section, where I'll begin with a downward facing dog. And it's always recommended to have your heels implanted during this position. However, I am not able to. And then just to play around, I raise my legs just to see how high I could go. This next pose is legs up to the wall. Obviously, I don't have a wall, but this is what I consider a modified version of the following pose to come. And then I move straight into a shoulder stand. Here I also play around and see how far I could get my legs in certain positions. To conclude this 30-minute yoga sequence, I will rest in a corpse pose while trying to fully relax and just stay in a gentle, laid position. And just for the extra stretch, I'll move into child's pose as well. This concludes the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Namaste.